Okay, we're going to talk about residential roof types, and I'm not going to read you every one of these screens, but I did give you a handout with the roof types so that you don't have to draw all of them. Please glue that in and take notes as you go through the video. Here's what we're going to talk about. We have different shapes of roofs, but basically the roofs do what you know roofs do. They protect you from the elements, and then we make them interesting so that they add visual appeal. When we look at the different shapes, when you have a real steep roof, that's usually in areas where there's a lot of snow because we want the snow to roll off of it. Flatter roofs are usually found in areas that don't have as much snow, and we want to make sure that we do have enough slope on roofs so that the snow or even the rain does come off and doesn't puddle and cause sagging in our roofs. This is the handout I gave you. You do need to know these kind of roofs, and we're going to see some on the next slides. So one of the things that we can add to roofs is to add skylights or windows. And as we talk about the different architectural styles, you'll see things like dormer windows where they actually cut through the roof. Energy Star roof systems. We will talk a lot this year about Energy Star and saving energy and reducing energy cost. It's a very big concern for the world and civil engineers in particular. On our last video about the framing system, we talked about trusses. This is what a roof truss would look like from the side, and that's what it looks like when it's being built. Rafters are, this part right here is called a rafter. It's like the stud in the wall, but a rafter is what's going up here. Here's the inside of a house that you can see the rafters. We always talk about roof being a slope, and we're putting that slope on our house in Revit as well. And it's rise over run, just like you're used to in math. Different materials for roofing. We talked about this briefly on the last one. Slate is actually like a rock product, a clay rock product. Asphalt shingles, that's asphalt like you have on the road, but it's put onto fabric so it can go on the roof here. Clay or cement, metal, and wood. Building codes. We're going to talk a lot this year about international building codes, and that does tell us what kind of shingles and roofs we can put on homes. And here's a little information about the various kinds of shingles. Basically asphalt, it tells us in our building codes, here's our little link to it. Our building codes tell us for the kind of roofing material we're going to use, what the slope has to be. Clay or concrete, it slopes. Slate, wood, or metal, and the requirements for each of those kinds. One thing to notice is even if we call something a flat roof, it's really not flat. It's really a low slope. Think about like office buildings or tall skyscrapers. It looks like those roofs are flat. But if we actually made them flat, then they would have water that would puddle up there, and water is very, very heavy. And it would eventually cause the roof to buckle in. So it's always made with a slight slope to it, and it tells you here what the requirements are. Alright, once you've gotten your notes on the different roof types down, you're going to come and get the activity from Ms. Simpson and complete it.